Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video. I'm going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and this time it is Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and you can kind of say Volume 1 as well. This is very exciting, I have to say. Out of everything that was shown at Comic-Con this year, Yondu was one of the best things in my opinion, if not the best. So it is great to finally see the final product images, or not final product, but the pre-order images of the figure being shown and getting some details about the pre-order. So let's talk about it. First of all, I'm very excited they're making Yondu. I was really expecting them and planning on buying from them Yondu, Mantis, and Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so I was very crushed when they didn't make any of them. So it was very nice to see at Comic-Con finally that they were making at least one more. And obviously it's a character that really wouldn't have another opportunity to be made as well. So that is a big, importance to have him be made. First of all, the head sculpt, of course we saw it at Comic-Con, so I talked about it already. However, nothing has changed. The pre-order pictures look just as good as they looked in person. This is one of Hot Toys' best sculpts so far, I think. It's spot on. Like, I have no issues with it, and from all angles it looks really good. So that's just very impressive. That doesn't happen often, and it's great when it does, of course. So I'm very happy about that. I think that it looks super solid. My only issue is I would have liked the second head sculpt where he's whistling. I think that that's kind of important, and considering he comes with two mohawks, it would have been kind of neat if he came with one head that had one of the mohawks where he was smiling like this, and then one head where he had the other mohawk and he was whistling. Or just have interchangeable mohawks on both. But it would have been nice if he did come with that whistling head sculpt. However, if I had my choice to pick between a whistling head sculpt and then just a more static one where he's smirking a bit, I would choose the smirking one. So they did go with the one that's more important in my mind. However, a whistling one would have been cool. But the head sculpt's super spot on. He does come with interchangeable mohawks, which I'm very happy about because I think that both of them are very important. I mean, they're kind of like a focal point of one of the scenes in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and he obviously uses both of them in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And if you wanted a Yondu to look like how he looked in the original movie, obviously now having that secondary mohawk, you can totally do that, which is very nice. I'd probably display him with the more flashy one from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, however. His costume looks very nice. It looked like it was a little bulky at the in-person Comic-Con images. However, right here, they look solid. The jacket looks like it lays really perfectly to how he looks in the movie. Lots of materials going on there as well, and it does, I believe that there is a wire in it too, so that is very cool indeed. Also, he comes with an effect piece for the whistle. For the arrow, I mean. It looks like the exact same effect piece as the Marvel Legends one came with, just kind of scaled up, doesn't it? It looks like exactly the same. Even the way that it's twisted and everything looks identical. But nonetheless, I really do like it a lot. I think that it looks pretty perfect, and I love the way that they've posed him with it in these pictures. They've done a lot of cool things, and where they, like the end of it, they show out of frame, so it looks like it's just flying around him, which I think is very cool. So it should be a lot of fun for pictures, but it also should be fun practically for your display. There's one of these images where he has it, where it's like coming out of his pockets, it's wrapping around his shoulders and kind of pointing forward, and that just looks perfect. That's exactly how I'm going to display him. If it comes up here before I change the image, I'll mention it, but I think that's very perfect, and I'm quite excited that he does have it like that, because it looks pretty great. Let's see if I can find it myself, because I know we've passed it. Oh, there it was. Okay, yeah, so see, it's coming out of his pocket and then just wrapping around him and pointing forward. That's perfect. That's exactly how I plan to display him. So I really am happy about that. As far as what he comes with, there's two versions. There's a standard, and then there's a deluxe with 3 exclusive accessories. It's a shame. They don't seem to be making like just regular figures. They come with an exclusive accessory that, just costs, or it doesn't cost any more, but you just have to order it through Sideshow. I really loved when they did that, because I ordered my Hot Toys through Sideshow, so it was no extra trouble, and it was kind of nice. But now they do like this deluxe version, which comes with like a few extra accessories, and then they just charge more for it. I'm not a fan of that. I would prefer that they just included one of these as just an exclusive to Sideshow, no extra charge. That's more of what I would have liked. That's how they used to do it, and now they just kind of don't seem to do that anymore. But nonetheless, let me talk about the exclusive accessories. One is the kind of jetpack chess piece, which kind of wraps around him. He does use this in the movie, obviously. He does save Peter Quill with this. So I do think that it looks cool, and the shot of him wearing it, like right here, looks very nice. It's pretty classic, like Yondu. I don't know why, but that looks like it's a frame from the movie. It looks really cool. But for me personally, I don't really need it. I am getting the deluxe version of Star-Lord, which also comes with this. So if I want to display Yondu with it, I can give him Star-Lords. I don't think I'd display either of them with it, but I think that maybe I'd put it on him for a picture or two. So I've already got it, so I don't really need this one. Then there's the cage that Groot comes with. That Groot is trapped in the movie. I think that that's very cool. It doesn't look like he'd fit very well in it. You'd probably have to put him where he's shooting his little arms outside of the cage, they're coming through the bars. You can probably display him like that. But when he's in the cage in the movie, there's one scene where he's in the cage where he's laughing hysterically, and then the other scenes he's very scared. So having that angry look and wearing the Ravager costume doesn't really match. If you have some of the other Groots that are coming out, they might look pretty nice in it. The only Groot that I'm gonna get, Baby Groot, that would be in scale with that cage is the one where he's sitting on somebody's shoulder. So it's not really gonna fit either. So if I had a proper Groot, that would be kind of a neat accessory. But I won't have a proper Groot that's gonna look great in that. And then the last thing is Rocket's blaster. I think that that's pretty necessary for Rocket. I was very confused that he didn't come with it, especially since Rocket is incredibly overpriced. You think that he'd come with that accessory. So I think that Yondu coming in with it is kind of nice for people who are going to get Rocket. I want the new Rocket, but I'm not willing to pay as much as they're demanding for it because their price is ridiculous. So I'm not going to get Rocket. However, if I were to get the deluxe version of Yondu, I might give that blaster to my movie 1 Rocket. It might look kind of nice because it's not it's not a massive weapon, so it could probably hold it a little more naturally. Although it's not the best looking gun that Rocket has, in my opinion. As far as if I plan to get this, absolutely. I need Yondu. Even though he won't be a part of the MCU going forward, I think that he was... I liked him in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I absolutely loved him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And I love both Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So he's such a big part of what I love that I definitely want to get this figure. As far as if I'm going to get the standard or the deluxe, I think I'm going to get the standard. If the deluxe version is maybe $10 extra and that's it or less, then I would definitely pick up the deluxe. There's just no reason not to. But assuming that it's going to be a solid $25 to $35 extra, it's not worth it to me because the gun from Rocket isn't important. Like I mentioned, the jetpack would be kind of useless for me, and the cage would be kind of useless. So I don't think that he comes with the best deluxe accessories, and therefore, I don't think that I'd splurge much at all over standard retail to get the deluxe version. So yeah. And as far as his other accessories I didn't talk about, he does come with a knife, but that just is mainly an accessory for his costume. He doesn't ever use that in the movie, so that's not, I wouldn't call that an accessory. He comes with the arrow, of course, one standard one and one with the magic effect on it. He comes with a standard Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 base, and he comes with a slew of hands. It looks like he comes with a few neat hands for holding the arrows. I think that some of those are pretty neat. But yeah, overall, I think this looks like a really perfect figure for the most part. I think that lacking... also, the little Groot that he comes with, I'm very happy with. I think that looks like a really neat little Groot, and it's going to be nice to have a Groot that's in scale with my Guardians of the Galaxy team that doesn't have to be on somebody's shoulder, because I'm already going to get that Groot. So to have one where he can stand, and also where he's wearing the Ravager clothes is awesome. So I'm happy about that. But overall, this looks like a perfect figure in my opinion. I think the only thing that's lacking is a whistling head sculpt. But even that isn't super necessary. I think that he comes with everything else that you need, and I think the execution on the costume is wonderful, and the execution on the head sculpt is mind-blowingly good. Really love it. Love the expression that they went with as well. I wouldn't even mind if they went a little more extreme on the expression, give him a big smile, show some of those nasty teeth. I think that would have been kind of cool as well. But overall, I think that this is a spot-on figure. I can't wait to order it. I'm getting my Doctor Strange today, and this should go on pre-order today. Hopefully, I'll get a $20 code with that Doctor Strange, and I can order this guy at $20 off. That's my plan. So very excited for this. Hope it's not a terrible price. I could see this being like a $230 figure. I think that's around the price that he'll be at. I would like him to be a little less though. $215 to $220 would be quite nice. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Hot Toys Yondu figure. Let me know what you guys think of the figure, and thanks much for watching.